What's up, JEFusion fans? This is Philip here, and this may be the single most important video that I think or I believe that we'll be posting this year. And of course, it's about the possible future of this channel going forward into 2020. And as you may be aware of, if you always are on YouTube, there have been a lot of videos talking about the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPPA, or COPPA, whichever you'd like to pronounce it. And there are many other videos out there that can explain everything about COPPA, and in a way that's, they can explain it much better than I could possibly ever do, I think. So, if you guys want to know much more about the COPPA or COPPA, you can go ahead and watch other videos about it. Now, I have observed when I first saw a lot of videos talking about COPPA, many of the YouTubers who posted videos about this are American, which is understandable since the COPPA is a law that was made by the United States Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, and of course it would hit them first, basically. But YouTube, while it is based in the United States, it's a platform for people around the world. So YouTubers from outside the United States are actually also going to be affected by this, and I don't think many of them know or understand completely what the implications are. So there is some history that happened between YouTube and the FTC. Again, there are other videos out there that will explain this topic better, what happened, so go ahead and watch them. But to sum it up, YouTube made a mistake of collecting children's information, which is against COPPA rules, and yeah, well, it's settled already between YouTube and the FTC. YouTube is now passing this responsibility on to the creators. So I think around mid-November, when this all came out, YouTube had implemented a new system which requires creators to mark their videos as either children appropriate or not. Now, it sounds easy, but what's dangerous, or what sounds troublesome, at least when news about COPPA first came out, and this is probably the point that was most misunderstood by a lot of YouTubers. So basically, if your content is made for children, then you have to mark it as for children, obviously. If you don't think that your videos are made for children, then you mark it as not appropriate for children. Again, another obvious thing. But there are a lot of YouTubers out there who make videos or content that are technically not targeted to children, but are still safe for children to watch. Basically, like a general audience, like in-between content. So basically, every content creator who's in between children's content and not children's content are the ones who worried most about their channels. Now, when we talk about content that's not made for children, well, Of course, anything that does not talk about topics that children don't understand or not appropriate for children, like say politics, for example. If you talk about politics, then obviously you need to mark your videos as not for children, of course. And if your content is basically like an ABC or sing along, which is definitely learning based and would be targeted for children, of course you need to mark that for children. So there was also there also seems to be a risk for children's creators, because if you mark your videos as for children, then you're gonna have your videos won't get notifications, like your viewers won't get notified, you lose the community tab, and what's worse is that you get a 90% decrease in revenue. So even if you get like millions of views on your video, once you get that 90% cut, like you practically aren't earning from your videos anymore. And it's like it's pointless to post your videos. But again, the worry is within the in-between area, you know, content that's not technically aimed at children but contains topics or themes that might be appealing to children, mostly gaming videos. So under the COPPA, at least what was previously thought, so let's say, for example, you're a gaming channel and you know, your target audiences are teens and young adults mostly. Well, if you don't swear, that's good, I guess. But even if you click that your video is not appropriate for children, the FTC will still consider that as content for children, just because it's gaming. Now, that's the initial concern was, okay? But following, like a few days following this, so there have been clarifications from the FTC that general audiences or content made for general audiences are safe. So, yeah. So basically, all those worries should be gone at this point. So, and as a creator, while of course our videos aren't necessarily aimed towards children, I don't think so. We're more of the in-between kind. So while our content again is not targeted towards children, or our videos don't target children, rather, it's still safe for everyone to watch. I consider our channel as more of like a family-friendly channel. I've never said anything that's offensive as far as I'm concerned. That I will not definitely swear, and of course I will never say anything that could put us into trouble again, probably. So we definitely have to mark our videos as not children appropriate, because sometimes I do post well, especially with the idol talk, I might post something that's controversy related, but again, it's still something that many people can watch without having to worry about anything. We're a safe for work channel. Well, we don't have to worry about demonetization, by the way, because, well, you can't get demonetized if your channel is never monetized. But other than that, especially I, was kind of worried that we could get mislabeled. So, like, what I'm planning to do is mark our channels as not intended for children going forward. But again, like, the initial concern was, even if you don't mark your channel, or if you don't mark your channel as kid content, you know, even if you mark your channel as targeted for mature audiences, while your content still looks like for kids, the FTC could penalize you with $42,000 plus per video. So, demonetization worries aside, what I'm most concerned about and what I'm most worried about is that possible lawsuit. But again, there have been clarifications already that you know, these in-between contents are still safe from COPPA, but yeah, we have to be clear about that. So what we can do for now as a channel is just keep doing what we do. Basically, again, as per compliance, we will start marking our videos as not children's appropriate. And I probably would have to start saying, I would have to explicitly state at the beginning of every video that it's not made for children. So I apologize if especially my future videos, my vlog type content, it may sound annoying if I say this video is not made for children each and every time, but again, I'm just following the rules. So please bear with that. Yeah. So anyways, we're gonna keep doing our best to make content for this channel moving forward. If worst comes, hopefully not, but we still have other options, I believe. Even if we shut down this channel, which I don't think will happen, hopefully, again, there are still other options. But yeah. So while we're hoping for the best, we also hope for your support in the coming year. So anyways, sorry about the ramblings. Again, if you need more information about COPPA, you can do a quick Google search, and you will find information about it. Like the US FTC's website is open, and they do have that information on COPPA. Just type in, you know, Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or you can type COPPA on your search bar, and you will see a bunch of stuff related to that. Or again, if you're the type who would rely on YouTube for information, which is also viable, there are other videos talking about COPPA in detail. I do suggest that you watch videos about COPPA that came out in later November, because that's the updated version. Like this is when all the clarifications have started to come out, and there's definitely a lot less fear mongering. There are more hopeful videos that talk about COPPA, so I do suggest that you watch those later videos that came out. So yeah, I think I've said everything that I have to say. So again, thank you so much for watching. We'll do our best to keep making content for you guys in the future. So, hope to see you again. Bye.